Blah. Yeah, that was a good run. Starting to look like one anyway. Hey, Ming Shang, how you doing? It's Japanese, actually. Or at least the game's in Japanese.
Freeze! Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm a human.
I honestly don't know, but I don't think that's ever been confirmed in terms of like canon or whatever. I do not know the answer to that question. Oh, you can't get in the door at all. It's completely sealed off forever.
What's going on in this town?
Hold on.
Yeah, this game was not released in China. At least not this version. I don't know about the PlayStation version.
By the time I noticed something was wrong, the entire city was infested with
getting
zombies.
in that door is completely impossible. All I know is, in terms of importance to this story, in Claire A, when Sherry gets away from you, that door connects to that. So whatever happens there is like, it makes it, oh my god. Didn't get it. Okay, so we still had a good room regardless. Yeah, I imagine most of them weren't allowed. Of course, we're not counting things like Hong Kong 97 here, but that's barely a video game. Much better dodging that time. Four, 5 shots. Are you serious? Wow. I've never had her take 5 shots before. Good section there. Off we go, up the stairs. Everybody, let's go talk to Will Smith real quick.
Oh, man.
God, I did not know there was a Dragon's Lair on Game Boy. That's insane.
Oh.
That is just
You must
insane.
be the new guy. Leon. Sorry, but it looks like
I forgot
your
Tiny
party
Tin's going on today.
has been canceled. What happened? About 2 months ago, there was this incident involving zombies.
Fast shots? No, I've seen them done. I don't exactly know how they're done. If you wish to enlighten me as to knowledge of how that's performed, I would not mind hearing about it.
Umbrella was behind everything. They risked their lives to reveal the
Do you have to
truth,
press
but
do you have to
no
press the
one
fire button while the
believed
gun is
them.
angled downward, like
Not
while it's
long
angling
after
down?
that,
Because there's a transition where it goes from
all
like straight
this
to down.
started to happen.
Do you just have to fire like while it's in between that transition?
Hang in there. Don't worry about me. Just rescue the survivors in the other rooms. Here, take this key card. You should be able to unlock the doors in the hall with this.
Now
Now
go.
go. But just go.
Fine, but I'm coming back for you. Just hold on.
My party. Will Smith is gonna host me a party. Kind Canada, thanks for the auto host. Oh yeah, I don't have to do that yet. The liquor's not on the screen yet. Good cutscene skip there. Truth. Leon's pretty loud, especially compared to Claire. Claire's not that loud. Claire's got those dainty feet. Granted, she is wearing motorcycle boots, but she's still... Oh, so it's timed mashing. Ugh. I'll just have to practice that. That's a good section to practice it on, though. Like, I can just do that section, then reset the game and try it again. Get over there. By revolver, you mean the Magnum?
Leon!
That's fair. That's fair. Certainly there's got to be some kind of
Good to see
YouTube
you're
tutorial
still
as
among
well.
the living.
Hold, aim, and mash fire. To wait a moment
Looks
after every
like
shot or
you're not
two.
gonna find
Fast shots, then mashing it. Okay. Yeah, I know that section on the bus is faster. There's also the section at the end
No
with the
reason
zombie
for us to
hallway
stay
prior to the
any
boss
longer than
is
necessary.
easier there too.
Let's split up, look for any survivors, and get
Because
out.
that bullet just comes out like immediately.
Right.
I'm sure it makes boss fights easier in
One
general
last
too.
thing. Here's a radio. Take it. That way we can keep in touch if anything happens.
Okay. Yeah, I figured you meant the Magnum. Perfect. Let's not miss the red diamond again in the hallway, shall we? I think that would be phenomenal. Oh, you have to mash to get through that. Step away from the wall. Frame perfect. Bleh. I mean, it sounds like it's worth practicing, so I'm gonna practice it, but it's still frustrating. No. Frame perfect's not necessarily a new term to speedrunning, so it's just what it is. One too many. Hey, Final Fantasy, how you doing today? Run her face. Ah, too early to skip. Well, yeah, you don't lose anything by going for it. Just might get tilted at the inconsistency. See if we can maneuver him around here. Got there. Good stuff. Get down. Oh. Game's treating me okay. It's only my third day of running this version. Eventually I'll have the confidence to not have to go get that. Alright. Gotta go get this thing. Messed it up last time on a great run. Well, I wouldn't say great, because I missed the liquor manipulation, but it was still good. Treating me okay, though I got a 56 today as a new PB, so down from my 58 from prior. So yeah, it's been a solid day of Resident Eviling. And definitely learned some new things, like a couple new dodges. I learned how to do door skip a lot easier, or a better version of door skip, I should say. Leave me alone. I don't know if I did that one correctly or not. The steps are what weirded me out. I got ladders going pretty well. The steps I'm not so sure about. Ah, I skipped that way too early. Oh well. Step away from the wall, please. The dimensions in that part are just aggravating to look at. Like, I just don't quite understand them. Get out of my way. Okay, so I can't do this first. Lost a good second there because I didn't keep track of my inventory correctly. So, as far as the game overall, this is one of my favorite games of all time, and it's like, much like Quake, it kind of has natural built-in speedrun tendencies. So, figured I might as well move on. I started seriously speedrunning the PlayStation version about 7 months ago, I think, 7-8 months ago. But I hadn't done a run of it since like October, so now we're doing onto the PC version and having a much better time. Okay. Oh, it's way too early. Way too early. Whee! But yeah, welcome to the stream. Good to have you. Just doing some zombie dodging. See, this part on PlayStation is bullshit. You have that guy who is never there. He's almost always in your way, causing trouble. We had to do this eventually, so we might as well go ahead and do it now. Nope. Do this better. I always miss that door for early transition for some reason. Drives me nuts. Too early. It's okay. Don't get hit. Sweet. That second zombie is the only one that gives me problems on the way there. I swear occasionally. Swearing is not that bad. Plus, I'm allowing swearing in chat now, too. But you don't swear. No. Made that turn a little too early. Plus, it's an M-rated game. You're seeing a bunch of blood. Why would you get offended by swearing? Is it because America? No, excuse me. Just curiosity. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I'm pretty sure I told you the other night that I was gonna unban swearing. I kind of wanted to do it just to see if, like, I go for, like, a somewhat family-friendly tone. But, like, words like shit, fuck, whatever, like, those don't bother me that much. It's when people start coming in here and throwing around words like just sexually explicit stuff that really start to get on my nerves. Like, if someone comes in my chat and calls someone else a you-know-what dumpster, then, yeah, I'm not gonna like that. For example. It's just a personal thing. Okay, time to go put the knife away. That was a weird transition. Like, it just completely stopped. I don't know how to do that dodge without stopping. There may not be a way. That part alone helps me realize that I am definitely getting better at this game. Because I used to dump, like, a few things in there. It was like that and all the keys and such. Hey, Final Fantasy with the host. Thank you so much with the host. I believe it, Baze. Ever since that day you popped into Lanx's channel and talked about how you got done watching porn, yeah, I believe every word of that. That was very funny, by the way. I thought it was hilarious. I like sexual things. That was way too early of a door skip. See if you can manipulate. Crap. Love every second of it. And for the follow, thank you so much, Final Fantasy, and welcome to the House of Rock. Do you run this game as well? Or have you run this game? Away from the wall, please. She lunges way too early. I need to figure out a better pattern for that. We need to go ahead and use this. I really don't want to, but I don't trust being able to make this dodge without being able to go as fast as possible. Sweet. Sucks we got hit by her, though. I need to learn that dodge. I'm not very good at it. I've only got it like twice ever. I feel like there's a better way to do it than just being patient. That's so lucky. I'll read chat here in just a moment. Once I get to the Ada cutscene, I'll be happy to read chat. First exposure to RE2 runs? Oh, well, you should give Biza86 a follow there. He runs this game as well. He's actually a lot better than me at it as well. Even though we both just recently started running this version. Off we go. I don't know if that was correct. Alright, I hate this manipulation. Always there. Not a second hit, oh god. And we get to talk to this person. Yeah, I honestly think this game's a very, very fun speedrun. It's interesting, and it's the longest game I speedrun. I probably won't ever run anything longer than it, but
when I saw the uniform, I thought you were another zombie.
This has a lot of little cool stuff. Well, you're still, that's true, Bazzi, but you are still technically a runner of this game. Like, you have a verified time that beats the hell out of mine.
And what are you doing here?
I'm looking for some guy named Ben. He's one of those reporter types.
Yeah, for being
always looking for a scoop.
Being offline for the moment, I'm just trying to encourage more people to follow.
There's
You're a very entertaining streamer who's very good at what he does.
I've been trying to find another way inside.
What the crap?
If we work together, we can move this thing. Give me a hand here, will you?
I gotta do this. On PC, you can get under an hour for Leon A. I think it's the only scenario where you can get that. Yeah, the world record's like 48:58, which is just insane. That record is probably going to go untouched for quite some time.
Ada, wait!
Gotta move. My personal best in-game time at this point is 56:31, I think is what it clocked in at.
Let me guess. You must be Ben, right? Get up, now!
What do you want? I'm trying to sleep here.
Is this the guy?
Ben,
Bean?
you told the city officials that you knew something about what's been going on, didn't you? What did you tell them?
And
Yeah, I've watched that run a number of times. It's
I'm trying to
just...
find my boyfriend. His name's John.
I
He's
can't
working
find
for a
mistakes.
branch
He has,
of
like...
Umbrella based in Chicago, but
He has a couple of late door
disappeared 6 months
skips.
ago. I heard a rumor.
Aside
of
from
him
that,
still
it's
in the
pretty much
city.
perfect.
I don't know
It's
anything.
the only
And
run
even if I
verified so
did,
far that's under
why would I
49
wanna
minutes.
tell you?
And one of only, like, what, 3 or 4 that are under 50
Okay,
minutes?
I say we leave him in there.
There's not many.
Does anyone know where they put the key to this cell?
I have it right here, officer. but I'm not about to leave this cell.
What is
Those
with you
zombies aren't the
Scandinavians
only
and being
things
so
crawling
good
around
at
out there.
these games? So, Magnusel's out of Norway, right? I think.
Like I said,
What is this?
I'm not leaving this cell.
I kid.
Get out of
I don't
here before you
stereotype.
lead it
I
right
love.
to
I
me.
do. But
Hey,
yeah.
I'm not
Okay,
going.
so there are
I'm the only
12
cop left
sub
alive in this building.
verified sub 50
What?
runs, which is still pretty
Look, if
insane.
you want to live, then you're gonna have to leave with me.
But
Yeah,
do you
that
even
world
know
record
how
is
to
going to
get
go
out of the
untouched,
city?
but unless something
There's a
major
tunnel in
gets
the back of the
discovered.
building.
That world
Inside
record's
the
going to go
tunnel is a
untouched for a
manhole.
long time.
Go through and it'll lead
Which
you to
I'm not
sewer
pushing for
entrance,
world
but
record.
It won't be
If I
easy.
got in the top 50, I'd be happy with
All
that.
right, I'm going.
And my current PB today is like 70 something, 71st, I think. Yeah, that run is just, it's the God run for sure. Too early. Oop. Didn't do that. I mean, if you can improve upon it, why not? Like, oh god, I had to go to that hallway to get bad RNG. It's one of the worst RNG sections in the game, is what just happened right there. It's never dickish to beat a world record, though, if you can do it. And poison es no bueno. Yeah, that might hurt the run quite a bit. In fact, I'm anticipating that it will. Now I just have to hope it doesn't happen again. Ta-da!
Ada?
Yeah, it's not dickish to.
I don't think I've introduced
It's
myself.
not dickish to beat world
My
records.
name's Leon.
If people
I'm
have,
the
if someone
architect.
has a world record, yeah, Baz is completely correct. If you have a world record, you want someone to beat it so you can be inspired to run the
dead
game
end.
again.
You think we can get upstairs through this shaft?
Yeah, like
Give me a boost.
every
I'll go
game's
check.
different. This game is highly competitive. This is, I think, one of the top 20 games in terms of popularity for speedruns. I'd have to go check the exact list, but it's way up there. I'm pretty sure it's the most popular game that was originally on the PlayStation. That's just how it is, man. It's all about the spirit of competition. Like, speedrunners are always going to be there to help each other out. It's one of the most endearing and social and helpful communities I've ever been a part of. And I've been a part of a lot of gaming communities. So I've had my way around. And the speedrunning community is by far the most, like, giving. But all that aside, people still want to have reasons to better themselves. You know, like, people are only as good as their competition. Like, take me for example, for Batman Returns, I absolutely love that game, but no one is seriously challenging me in that game, and they man out for a long time. Right, Final Fantasy is exactly correct. That's how new stuff gets discovered. If someone has a perfect run, then that's very likely gonna inspire someone to want to push to beat that. And the best, if it's a near perfect run, like Magnusel's run in this game, the only way to do that is to have a new discovery. Even for unpopular games, I encourage pushing that kind of stuff. I'll give an example. A couple of friends of mine who are on Twitch as both as Hellmouth and Party Mom, they speedrun Onimusha for the PlayStation. And they're actually very, very good at it, but they don't have a verified run because they don't have capture equipment. And I keep encouraging them to do that because from what they tell me, they have a strat that
Leon,
saves something like
can you
3
hear
minutes
me?
off the world record.
Ada.
If it's a cool strat to
Find
watch and
anything.
people are invested in watching it,
Right here.
you want to submit that because that can bring attention to the game. That game doesn't have many runners. Aside from them, it's like 2 runners, I think.
Hey, I can't reach the
So
ventilation
yeah, I'm
hole.
still
I'm
highly,
going to
highly
find
encouraging
another
them
way
to try to
around.
push for
I'll
that.
catch up with you later.
But you know, if you don't have the stuff, you don't have the stuff.
What? Ada, wait!
Ada, plate now. Moving. That spider is a jerk. He cost me like 6 seconds. Sure thing, man. I know it's a somewhat new community for you, but I didn't know it until I actually became a speedrunner. And plus, attending AGDQ opened my eyes quite a bit to that too. Like, there's just so much information to go around, and so much that people are willing to share because they like seeing people run the games they do. Like, there's no point in being a dick about the runs that you currently hold. You know, if you like a game, you want people to run it. There's only, for example, like I was saying earlier about Batman Returns, there's only one runner that I've seen come close to my execution level, and it's, to me, like, the punch cancel's not hard. It takes a lot of practice, but it's not as hard as some things. Compared to stuff with, like, Super Metroid, and it's not a contest, Super Metroid obliterates it, but a lot of people still run that game. I guess people just don't like beat-em-ups as part of it. Okay, so we spent our healing item. We're gonna take this. Reluctantly, but we're gonna take this. Okay. This part's gonna cause me to be a little bit quiet, so bear with me. Let them do their thing. Yes! I did a thing, it was great. Good stuff there. Oof, also good. Yeah, that's how it should be. That's exactly how it should be. Alright, so we're not going to get the red herb here. Oh, I skipped too early. Hug the bench. Yeah! I can do things. Alright, so we're going to heal here. And it's because that you have such good times in certain games that I want to run them. Like games like Double Dragon, I'm very much going to run Double Dragon at some point. Just NES is kind of in the backlog right now. It's going to be the first or second game I run. But there's like very few people in this country that run that game. What? I didn't run straight. Whatever, game. This part sucks. Yo! That shouldn't have worked, but I'll take it. So I don't know if I intend on taking your Double Dragon world record. That record's pretty insane. It's like what you said about Magnoodle's run of this game. Your Double Dragon run was definitely the god run. The only mistake I saw was RNG based, and that was what happened in Stage 3 when the guy jumped you. There was nothing you could do about that. What, Leon, what on earth are you doing? Jeez. That's not a problem I've had before. That was weird. There are definitely some runs of no damage in some games, but it's not very common. Deathless is more common. But some runs by proxy are going to be deathless. Like, for example, like a game like Contra. If you're going to run that game, like, you can't submit a run with a death. That's not going to be a good time. Because with death, you lose a shitload of time, you lose your best weapon, you lose everything if you die in that game. And that's just one example. Any game where you just die in one hit, where you can't do damage boosts, it's going to be the case there. Contra's just the first example I can think of. Oh my god, what are you doing? The maneuverability definitely needs to get better there. Whatever, game. I mean, you can look up the times and categories that are available for a game like that. Just go to speedrun.com and type in No More Heroes. It'll bring up the page for it. You might find a lot of really cool information. In fact, I'm pretty certain that's got to be like one of the more popular Wii games, right?
No!
The most popular speedrun game on Wii is most definitely Super Mario Galaxy. No More Heroes should definitely have some runners. You've got any percent New Game Plus, and 100%. Both sweet and mild for all of them. There are currently no runs for 100% though. Nothing's verified there. For any percent, you're looking at a world record of 2 hours and 46 minutes.
Ben!
Ah.
Can you still hear me? Come
I don't know
on,
who any of these
answer.
runners are either.
Damn. I don't believe this. I almost got the story.
Adrian VG seems to be the god at that game. He's got the world record in both categories.
Bitter irony. The chief
How long ago was the world record in any percent set?
co-conspirator. Get that.
Looks like it was only set about 2 months ago.
Make him pay.
Hang in there, Ben.
And it has a new route. So, there are definitely people discovering things about it.
It's burning.
What's wrong?
What's wrong? That pause drives me nuts. Some of the worst voice acting in the game in that one line. Skip this cutscene thing.
Good God, what was that?
Where are you going, Ada?
Yo, we gotta clean this
To the
mess up.
chemical
Where are you
plant.
headed off to?
I have a feeling that's where I'll find John.
Girl.
Ada, wait. Hey!
Girl.
Do you read
Couldn't
this
find
way?
the words.
We now have access
What's
to the back
wrong?
Of the parking lot.
It's like he was yelling it into a megaphone or
Getting out
something.
of here and heading to the sewer. Can you meet me there?
I'm on my way.
Yeah, there's some good voice acting in Final Fantasy X though. It's not all terrible. I think Auron has really good voice acting, for example. Lulu's decent as well. Waka, I want to say, has good voice acting, but I can't take the character seriously enough to be able to determine that. Please, no poison. Please, no poison. Thank you. Troy Baker. Whose voice did he do in that game? Yeah, Yuna and Titus had pretty bad voice acting. Cowlick King, yeah. Like, his voice is perfect, but I just can't take the character seriously. Which is strange, because as a very upbeat character, he's like one of the best characters in the game from the damage output. Troy Baker's the man. I'm a big fan of quite a few current voice actors. DC Douglas is one of my favorites currently. Nolan North is quite good. I guess fast shots are why you run up to the guy. But I can't do those yet. Yep, he also voiced the Joker in Arkham Origins. I'm very familiar with who Troy Baker is. Voiced Aaron Black and MKX, which I played quite a bit of.
Ada!
Tara Strong is quite good. Laura Miller is really good. Jennifer Hale.
What was that all about? Running off like that was reckless and
Roger Craig
stupid.
Smith is good.
Those zombies
Steve
are
Bloom.
everywhere. Not to mention that thing that got Ben.
I was there, Leon. I know.
What's her name that voiced Morrigan in Dragon
As
Age?
an officer, it's my
Claudia
job to look out
something.
for
I
you.
forgot her name.
But we're not going to get through this alive if we don't work together. Okay?
All right. We'll do
He definitely has
together,
some great range, does Troy Baker. Like, he plays, like, a wide variety of characters. I think only Nolan North can really compete with him in terms of, like, the amount of work that they put into the characters they play. And the different types of characters they can work with. Not familiar with Lee Black. Get out of my way, girl. Time to get shot.
Ada! Heads up!
Leon, that woman was... I have to talk to her.
Of course you do. Oh, I skipped way too early there. Speedrun.com. Someone wants to type it in chat, that would be, oh, Claudia Lee Black. Okay, that was her name. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah, just speedrun.com. That's simple. If someone wants to type it in chat, thank you, Final Fantasy. Thank you so much for that. I can't interact with my browser when I'm playing this game because if you move away from the PC window or if you click a different window by mistake, you lose the run.
Identify yourself. Ada Wong.
That's why I have to keep my hand very, very clear of my mouse when I'm doing this.
Now I remember. One of the men from Chicago who
Yeah, there's a search bar at the top. You can type in whatever game you want to look up.
His password. Ada and John, I believe.
Oh, we were talking earlier about
How did you
Super
know?
Famicom games, I
Who
believe.
are you?
Apparently there's a Spider-Man title that's like a
My
side-scroller
husband is the
that was
man
released only in
responsible
Japan
for
that I
the
really want to
creation of the
investigate. I'm pretty sure it's going to be on my
What? John's dead.
my
He became one of
SD2,
those
which I'm actually going to
zombies.
look into
My
right now.
condolences. And although I regret this,
You will be joining him shortly.
I won't let anyone take the G-Virus away from me. G-Virus? It's capable of creating the ultimate bioweapon.
Annette, you're a terrible person.
Greater than that of the T-Virus. Then that must mean the creature
Why'd she have his
police
password? I mean, she's a pretty
department is
high-ranking member of Umbrella, I would think.
precisely my husband, William. And it's all Umbrella's fault. None of this would have happened if they hadn't tried to steal his research away from him.
Let me go check that. Morgan the Succubus. Yep, that's her.
So those rats were the carriers.
Oh,
of
dude,
the
Sherry, I don't know if
virus.
you're talking about Annette or not, but
As
yeah,
a
she's
result
like
of
the
this
worst kind of mother.
virus-induced transmutation,
Lethal
William
Foes
Cooper
is
must
not
have
on
been
my,
as a human by now.
What the
Even
frack?
worse,
Oh, it's a
the
different name for Bart's
virus
Nightmare, okay.
bioweapon, including William, has the
Wonder if it's
ability
different.
to implant embryos into other creatures.
I'll have to look into that. I did
And
not
the
know it was a Super
offspring.
Famicom version of Bart's Nightmare.
No.
I wonder if it's easier. No, Morgan the Succubus is Darkstalkers. Duh, I'm stupid. Yeah,
Too
she's...
bad.
Witch of the Wilds is accurate. Got my characters mixed up there. They just had the same name, but they're not the same kind of person. Yeah, right, Aunt Mallet. See, sometimes she screams, sometimes she doesn't. I don't know what's triggering it to not scream.
Ada?
I don't think you want it to. Let's go. Probably while I have this flesh wound just seeping out of my chest. Jerk. I'm so bad at this. Gotta do this again and re-equip my gun. Sage-like advice from It Mallet. Love it. Alright, we're on PB pace here, so we're gonna be safe.
Ada!
Yeah, he kind of just shrugged the bullet off, didn't he? He was down for like, what, maybe 5 minutes? Off we go. Yeah, we're gonna be safe here. Just drop it. It loses like a second, but after what happened today, I don't trust it. Please pick that up. So low. Exploding polygons. Oh, this is still my favorite Leon. That question has yet to be answered, Final Fantasy. This game's been out for 19
Leon.
years, and they've never revealed that.
This bullet wound isn't making
But it was
things
pretty
any
obvious that she
easier.
did, because she shows up in both
Why,
Leon B and
Leon?
Claire B to provide the rocket launcher. Which, I don't understand why that happened in Claire B, because Claire has no attachment to Ada whatsoever.
That's 2 I owe you.
None.
Don't mention it.
Doesn't he
I
really
just
have the
found
same
out.
hairdo, though?
John's dead.
What?
I think he has highlights in his hair in RE4, but overall
Never
it's like
mind.
the same
Let's
hairdo.
just get out of here. The sooner the better.
But I definitely miss naive Leon. He wasn't so naive in RE4. He was kind of naive, because, you know, he was blindly following the United States government, because that's what he worked for. No, but Leon A is Claire B. So she makes it out. Think about it. Leon A becomes Claire B. So he drops her, but somehow she survives that fall and provides the rocket launcher. Unless that happened before. I guess she could have done that before that. Actually, yeah, I never thought about that. She could have dropped off the rocket launcher and then gone to do the thing with Leon. Didn't think about that. Well, actually, no, the timing doesn't line up because the countdown's already started by that point. Hey, man, go back and play it and line it up. I didn't write the script. Yeah, Leon A, Claire B is not canon, for sure. Oh my god, Ada got poisoned again. That happens too much. Yeah, she shows up working for Wesker. And that reintroduction scene of her is so awful. She, oh yeah, I forgot about Dark Side Chronicles. Yeah, I never did play that. I'm not a big fan of rail shooters, so I never did play that game. But anyway, so the scene where she reintroduced herself to Leon on RE4, like, he immediately just asked her, it's like, so it's true what they said, you're working for Wesker. I'm like, where would you get that information from? That drives me nuts. Like, how on earth are we, the audience, supposed to know that? You're just gonna blurt it out. Yeah, RE4 Ada is not my favorite. She's strictly there just to be a femme fatale. In this game, she at least has some emotional weight to her story. I think that's what they were going for. It's the Nikita look. I'm sure there's a faster way to do this. Not so much movement. Okay. RE6 was just a bad game, though. The coughing. They put the nail in the Pokemon. I'm at full health. Well, they pretty much had to after how bad it was. There are still some characters I really liked in RE4. I really liked Luis. Too bad I didn't stay long enough. Yeah. Thanks for the assist. The J campaign, that was probably the best one. But I'm also a bit biased. I wanted to know like how her story panned out when she became an adult. Thanks for that assist. I didn't really enjoy Jake as a character, though. So this is going to be awkward. I have to, the one with the coat? Yeah, I was a fan. Do they have names? You can make up names if you want. I am not stopping you. Alright, so unfortunately we had to equip the Magnum and reload it immediately to get some space out of the way. Oh yeah, I'm out of space. Whoops. So we'll just heal up anyway, because we were going to do it regardless. What are you doing? Stop that. Hey, it's Varus. How are you? Okay. Doing well. Just playing some RE2 before I had to head off to work. Yeah, it was one of the coolest outfits in the game. I was also a fan of Helena's her like work outfit, the one with like the business vest
Ada,
and tie. Like I thought that
Can
looked
you
cool
hear
too.
me? Come on, snap out of it.
Chris and Piers were just generic characters, which is sad for a character with Chris's history. And stepping down. Nothing wrong with that. Trying to go with sexy is cute. I'm a fan of that. Alright, let's try some quick shots. Too much mashing. We got full health though, we'll be alright. This is gonna hurt. Missed the grab. Why would that not get him? I don't understand. Too early of a door skip. Want some lumps left in?
Don't die.
I got
already,
some
Ada.
lumps for you.
Come on. Wake up. Come on.
Gimme! Gimme! Pretend he's saying it like Cartman, it's way funnier. Oh yeah, I saw you set a new PB on that. Congrats, by the way. That's a hard game when you're doing glitchless, because you don't do the pause trick, right? I mean, that game's a hard speedrun no matter what you're doing, but whether you're doing pixel perfect zip skips or not using the pause trick, that game is really difficult.
We're inside.
Yeah,
Umbrella's
major
secret
congrats on
lab.
that PB. That's a
I'll go
lot of
find
work.
something to treat that wound. So just rest here in the meantime.
But I'll only slow you down.
It's probably the hardest 8-bit Mega Man game, and I'm not counting like Mega Man 9 or 10, because those aren't 8-bit.
I told you.
They're 8-bit
It's my
style,
job
but
to
they're
look
not on
out
an
for
8-bit system. Not originally, anyway.
You'll be in danger if you.
You definitely got a good community to consult
I know
about
I've
Zipless.
only known you for a short
Oh,
period
Zipless
of
runs.
time,
Is Zipless a category?
but I really enjoy being with you.
Yeah, for sure.
I know. I'm not.
Some of those
capable
bosses are insane
caring
without the
about
pause
anyone.
glitch. Yellow Devil can eat a dick.
I don't want to lose you.
We're leaving this place together. Wait here for me. I'll be right back.
Yeah, Ada's voice actress is quite good. The the RE2, RE4 voice actress was good. The RE6 voice actress, not so much. Okay, so Zipless is a category. There's also now the Ace %, which just completely glitches the end of the game. It's a wrong warp, but Cool Kid just crushed that record not long ago. Which wasn't a huge surprise, because he's just the best player at that game. In a game with as many good players as that game, him standing out is quite exemplary. I messed that up. Alright, let's heal up again. Oh, Leon. Whatever. Not a lot of people do. Then again, there aren't that many where it exists. You got like what, SMB3, SMW, 6 golden coins, Mega Man 1. It's still an interesting run. It's not really a game. Like you're doing the run so you can completely alter the programming in your favor. Which to me is still interesting. It's just not really a game, you know? I didn't know Super Metroid had something like that. I knew there were glitch runs that were applicable. Ace % is essentially where you glitch the game to warp to the credits. There was one recently discovered in Mega Man 1, not long after AGDQ. Occurs in Gutsman stage. I don't know what the acronym stands for. It's Varus, to answer your question, I grew up playing it on PS1, so I still have that version. I've never played it on N64. I know 64 has like the item randomizer mode, which is kind of interesting. But I hear it's like kind of not that great. Again, game. Are we dead? They're so mad. This wrong manipulation is getting old. I understand the control scheme on 64 is pretty neat. Can change blood color? That's kind of weird. I guess started his descent early. Yeah, I got nabbed. Hey, Mike Soul with the follow. Thank you so much, Mike Soul. Welcome to the House of Rock. So this run was going amazing, and because of that liquor section, not so much. Batman Returns on the SNES is one of my favorite games to run, yes. It was the first world record I ever obtained, because I just discovered so many strats for it. This part is just destroying me. I'm so dead. I promise, this section has never gone this bad prior to today. If you're asking about Batman like Batman NES, I don't run that game. I've never even beaten it. Game is hard. He used to be able to manipulate that slicker section so well. What happened? Today it's just gone to trash. Alright, so we got some Magnum bullets to use up. We'll do that. Better safe than sorry. Yeah, not so much Batman here. Leon Kennedy, new candidate for Batman, I guess. Who uses guns. Seems real. Pick up the modus, please. I mean, yeah.
You murdered my
That's probably
husband. I know what you're looking for.
Like,
You
it's
killed
about the
the
Tim Burton Batman.
Didn't you? But you'll never take it from me. This is my husband's legacy.
Wait, I'm trying to remember the propelling blades. I don't remember the propelling blades.
Where's that spy you were working with earlier? You know who I'm talking about.
What?
You really don't know anything,
What?
do you?
I can't hear you. I have an ear infection.
So gullible. She's one of the operatives sent here by the agency. The only reason why she came here is to
So
obtain
we're on good
the
pace. We
virus.
just don't have a lot of healing.
That's a lie.
I've got 2
No,
spare
it's the
bullets, though.
truth. I discovered this when I did a background check on her. She specifically...
We just
asked
need to
me
have a
to
really,
try
really
and
good
became
dodge
his
in the zombie hallway.
to get information about Umbrella.
That can't be. I know her. Ada wouldn't do something like that.
Yeah, I think that's what he's
You
thinking
don't want
of.
to
Batman
believe that I
Returns is the SNES version.
You're about to die.
The one that I play.
What happened?
This one, actually. I didn't play the first one before I played this one. Yeah, the beat 'em up is the one I play. It's based on the second movie. So it's very much a Tim Burton Batman. He doesn't really do a lot of detective work, though. He just runs around punching people. Which, admittedly, for Batman is like a fine angle, but it's not all that Batman is.
The self-destruct sequence has been activated. This sequence may not
This
be
unfortunately is
aborted.
probably gonna have to be my
All
last run.
employees proceed to the emergency car at the bottom platform.
Unless I die. If I die, I'll go for one more run and just risk being late to work. Like a true speedrunner would, I guess.
Leon.
The movie itself? If you're asking about my opinions about the movie, Batman Returns is fine. Like, it's actually...
What are you doing?
It's got some really campy, stupid stuff, but it's, like, not a bad movie to watch. It's very goth.
I don't believe this.
Arkham City is probably the best Batman game ever made.
About everything.
That's That's why I told you to leave without me.
Ah, you played 3 before too. Yeah, it took me 2 to get excited for 3. I enjoyed 3 when I was younger. I don't like it as much anymore. I think the game mechanics that were introduced, like dodging zombies, like, you know, nudging them, was really neat. But overall, I don't enjoy it as much as a game.
Ada!
I think a lot of that has to do with the stories.
Ada.
That and, like, the enemies in that game are just obnoxious. Like, I hate the giant worms so much. I hate those sections so much. Nemesis is annoying, but he doesn't bother me that much.
Let me go.
I also don't really like it as a speedrun game because the game is completely RNG.
Too late, Leon.
There's like a lot of sections that like you have to randomly redetermine what you have to do, and that doesn't make for consistent speedruns.
You just have to help me out here.
For those that like to run it, more power to them. I personally am not a fan.
Really wanted to escape with you.
After this game, my second favorite's probably going to be Code Veronica, which I may run someday. Silent Hill's fun. First 3 are good. 4 is where the series fell off for me. I hated Silent Hill 4. Silent Hill 1's fun. Silent Hill 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. Silent Hill 3 is really good, and it continues the story from 1 because it's essentially a direct sequel. But I didn't like it as much as 2, but it's still really good. Do not get the HD collection. It is terrible. If you're going to play it, just play the original versions. Whether you have to download it for PS3 or find a disc copy, play it that way. I'd say so. There's some boss fights that require you to actually have to do some actions, but yeah, there's not quite as much action pace in those games. It's more psychological. Especially because of the enemies. The enemies are so strange looking in that series. Cool. Wonder if I got both of them. I did not. No! I wanted full health. Okay. Well, we're going into this with what we have. And Silent Hill 2 is so good. It also stands alone. You can play Silent Hill 2 without playing Silent Hill 1. The only thing it takes from the game is the setting. That's it. None of the characters were retained. Nothing. I do not, however, suggest playing Silent Hill 3 without having played Silent Hill 1. Actually, it's various. A lot of them have different endings. That's kind of what one of the things they're most famous for. Oh yeah, I forgot to do that, didn't I? Punishment. Sweet. Didn't get hit again. We're 133. One grab won't kill us, but a hit followed by a grab might. So my next hit, I'm probably just going to heal. Just to avoid calamity. Potential calamity, rather. Yep, that's going to hurt. Now we're going to heal. Jumped up there, too. What a jerk. We're also going to do this. Okay. That's a PB. Yeah, this is the hardest form of Birkin. To me, it's the hardest boss across all the scenarios. Not counting Hunk or Tofu, because I never played through those, so I can't form an opinion on any of those. Got our 55. That's really cool. $55.18. There's still room to improve on that. Skip through this stuff. Thanks for the congrats there, Final Fantasy. 55-19. Okay. That's pretty awesome. I'm gonna let that freeze for a second. I want to go look up the leaderboard just because I'm weird. So I was at 72nd with that 56. 55-19 jumps me up to 66th overall. Yeah, that's pretty good. My goal is still to one day hit top 50, which is going to be a 53. Ooh, that's a lot of work. Maybe a sub 55 should be my next goal. But there's still a lot more work to do.